One minute we're friends, one minute we're not. Y'all have had those friendships before. You know, one minute you're connected with somebody, things happen, y'all have a little argument, y'all fall off, and then y'all reconnect later on down the road. It's almost like a pattern, right? You know when you broke that pattern or when you are never going to go back, when you don't miss them. And it just hit me just now because I was connected to a person well over 20 years, right? And in the beginning of the friendship, we had to separate due to our parents, our guardians. They forced us, right? So that kind of started the foundation of separation. We would not be friends and then be friends and not be friends and be friends. And this went on for, like I said, a little over 20 years. And it's approaching my 1 year anniversary where she and I have had no contact, right? And I was triggered last night. Well, not triggered in a bad way, but I was reminded. Maybe that's a better word. I was reminded of her last night. And I'm like, damn, this is the first time, like, in history since I've thought of her and had no feelings attached to it. Not nothing negative, not nothing positive, but beforehand, it'll be like a piece of me will always miss her. Just good times. It was somebody that I connected with at a young age. So she knew me when I went through certain things and seeing my growth. And even with that, that's actually sometimes could be your downfall because people can see you at such a low level and see where you have elevated to, and they haven't able to accomplish that or don't even attempt to accomplish that. It can turn into hate and jealousy and envy very quick. Very quick. And unfortunately, this person never did nothing with their lives. No children, but not motivated, doing, like, you know what I mean? It's just sickening. And I stayed connected to this person because I was connected to this person before I even had kids. I was a teenager myself. But over time, it was like, girl, like, you know what I mean? You really have to be mindful of who you're connected to. If you're around a bum, you're going to become the next bum. You know, and I hate to say it and try to seem like, oh, you have to only be, like, connected with certain people on a certain level, but it kind of is true. You know what I mean? Like, if you're hanging around people who are doing the bare minimum and they literally don't want nothing out of life, what do you think that your friendship is going to be based off of? They're never going to be able to help elevate you. They're never going to come to you with a business proposal. They're never going to come to you with anything motivational, anything that's going to help you elevate, get money. You know what I mean? They're not even on that level. They're literally doing the bare minimum, trying to get by day by day. That's not somebody you want connected to you if you were trying to elevate. But the point I'm making is, like I said, when I was reminded of this person, I'm like, damn, like, now I know it's official. Like, she and I would never connect again. And that's just on my end because I want nothing to do with her. Nothing. Like, over 20-something years, you end up having a lot of memories. Some good, some bad. You know, everything ain't perfect. But she and I never went through nothing, like, physical. So, you know, it was not on that level. Like, we never had no fight or nothing like that. But just the simple fact that the things that we did go through, it exposed me how I was friends with somebody who wasn't friends with me. And the jealousy, the envious. And it's how I allowed myself to downplay myself to be connected to somebody that I shouldn't have been connected to. You know, you outgrow friendships. And I've been outgrew this person, but I didn't want to let that person go because I was comfortable. Not making that mistake again this year. So I'm like, dang, it's just crazy. Because when you think about, like, people that you've been connected with and y'all have a fallout and then y'all start to, you know, reconnect again. Like, on my end, there is no reconnecting with anybody. Like, there is not a friend I'm going to reconnect with. And I know people be watching my social media. It's just weird. Like I said, when I was thinking about this one person, I'm like, dang, like, when you don't have no feelings attached, like, no, oh, I miss this person. I miss when we do, I miss the phone calls. Like, that's when you know it's a wrap. There is no more reconnecting. And yeah, I could think about a lot of people like that that's in that category. Like, 2025 is the first year where I have not been connected to no one negative. I don't have anybody to release. I've already done my releasing over the past couple of years. So this year will be the first year I actually get to live without, like, the wrong connections attached to me, if that makes sense. I get to live freely and, yeah, allow God to work his magic and order my steps, lead me where I need to be without me being worried about who I'm attached to and them trying to bring me down. And I'm going to be honest with you. I actually started questioning myself, like, This is somebody who I actually was connected, like I chose to be connected to, right? This is not like a family situation. So I'm like, I chose to stay connected to this person on and off all these years. How do I not have any feelings of like missing them or anything like that? And I think it really comes to a point when I don't care how many years you've been connected to somebody, when you guys do disconnect, it gives you a time to think, right? It gives you a time to maybe ponder on things that you kind of just like swept underneath the rug and you really didn't give much thought to. But as you sit and think, I'm like, wait, this person really did not have my best interest. Like, what am I missing from this person? When I had this person in my life, they didn't pray for me. They didn't uplift me. They didn't do anything for me. Like, I was always the giver and they were the receiver. So when you put things in perspective like that and you guys disconnect, the person who was the giver, what are you missing? Giving? Like, I don't miss giving. And I'm not saying that to like sound like a bitch or anything like that, but I have learned it's supposed to be a give and take. I have always, in everybody's part of their lives, I guarantee, if they're not a liar, and even if they are, God knows the truth, people will tell you how much I have helped them. It's like, if I like you and I love you and I'm connected with you, anything I can do, I'm doing it for you. Because I would assume that if I was in that situation, you would help me too, right? Wrong. And I know that now. But that was my mindset. Like, I really have a giving heart. I have a loving heart, and people that were attached to me knew that. And I mean, down to like even monetary things. Like, still to this day, I guarantee that girl still laid up on the couch that I gave her damn near 10 years ago for free. Very nice sectional. And turned around and did it again right before I moved to Florida. There's so much that I have done for people. And do you think people ever done anything for me? And it's not that I do things to get anything in return. No, it's not that at all. But the point I'm making is I always would think about other people or what I could do to help them or their situation. You know what I mean? It's never been like that on my end. Ain't nobody never sit here and think what they can do and go out their way to help me or my kids. And that's when I started to realize oh, so that's why you don't miss this person. What is there to miss? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I just thought that was kind of crazy. Like, you can be connected to somebody for years. And I'm talking about willingly connected, not like a family. That's a whole different thing. You could be connected to somebody for a very long time and then realize dang, this person really wasn't shit. And I know that goes for family too, because they be the biggest ones. But I'm talking about in this situation, people that you choose to connect with. We don't have a choice over who God lined us up with as our family or earthly family, because them people is my relatives. They are not my family. But yeah, it's the people that you choose to connect with, and you realize dag, I have always been the giving person. I've always been the person to extend myself. I've always been the Dr. Phil's type thing, giving them advice and being there, but it's never reciprocated. And it's not reciprocated is because people don't really want you to know your true strength and your true power and how much you mean to them. But I guarantee you, people are missing your energy. I guarantee you. I know nobody can't find another me. That's probably a good and a bad thing. But I know that there's people out there who are sick. Because, yeah, at the time we had an argument, we had this. Or even if that, maybe we didn't. There's plenty of people I didn't have no argument with. And we just fell off. But I know they miss my energy. I know the energy that I carry, and I know how, you know what I mean? Energy don't lie. You're not going to find this energy nowhere else. Promise you that. And when people realize that they can't replace you and that they can't find that energy nowhere else, that's when they tend to miss you. And that's when they want to come back. People made their bed, they got to lie in it.